my name's Jeff Womack. I'm from Wilson, Louisiana, and this is my 1934 Aeronica C-3. This type airplane should be credited with the start of general aviation because there was no such thing as an inexpensive airplane in the late 20s and early 30s until a gentleman figured out how to build one of these. And then another guy had to figure out what to power it because there was no suitable engine. So these two gentlemen got together, and then this is what they came up with. This is a later version. This is 1934, which is kind of late in the production. After this, they went with the Master, then they went with the Aeronica K. This is a collegiate. This airplane is 100% stock. Engine and airframe matching numbers. Very interesting. All this is original. This airplane sat. They flew it in Salisbury, Maryland till about 1939, and then they put it away, World War II. And then it was rediscovered, I think, in the early 50s. Guy bought like 3 or 4 of these things, and this one sat in his garage till he died. His son went over there, got it, moved it to his place, and it sat in his place until I bought it from him, which was in Maryland. I have all the log books, and there's a notation. I think it's 1936. Somebody put in there, flying by the moonlight. So took this thing up at night and cruising around. Pretty neat. Pretty interesting the way they did this thing. Weight is a big issue. These are springs that actually hold this cowling on. 3 on this side, 3 on that side, 2 in here. I made the springs. It's a greaser. You got to grease it here, and I got the antique grease to make it all work. Pretty interesting. You don't have it. It holds, roughly 3.5 quarts of oil, but that's the only indication of your oil. So this is fuel, 8 gallons, and 3.5 quart. Original prop, original spinner. I made the exhaust. You put all in there. I had to buy new flying wires when that's the only thing I did. That's the only thing new on the airplane. These wheels are, you can't get them anymore. And I got another set, so I'm very particular where I land. I landed on concrete today coming over here. That might be the 4th time I've ever done that. Original wings. There's no inspection hole, so the way they did it was zippers. So you unzip it, and you can look at everything. You got that, and you got this here, another zipper that's done just like they did back in the 30s. Hand hole, this is original. I think this is 14 thousandths aluminum. Very fragile. Corrugated for strength, but it's very, very thin stuff. This is 3/32 wire, which you can't really use anymore, but this airplane's grandfathered in. 1/8 inch is the least you can do on a certified airplane. These are hand woven by me. Took a while to do that, figure out how to do that. It's got the tail skid, which is original, and the only thing I did was I put some rubber on there, so when I do land on hard surfaces, I'm not wearing out my tail skid. The inside. Original instrument panel, original instruments. That's my gust lock, the string. Your crash pad is that cushion there. I had the original fabric, and I tried to match it, but it didn't work out. You see the springs? Yeah. And then it has brakes, but they're stripped out, and I don't know if I can get any brake disc or not. So when you see me flying tomorrow, I got 36 horsepower, no brakes, and a tail skid. And I'm not going to win anything, but why I'm doing this is just to show people you don't need all this power. I'm doing it with 36 horsepower. I had a J2, I got a J2, a Taylor Cub 36, and it's got a 40 horse Continental. And I can get, and it developed a miss, and I had to send the mag. That was my primary. And I can get off the ground and stop within 150 feet, 200 feet consistently. This one takes just a little bit more than that one. But I like them both. 60, 65 is the cruise, and I'm burning under 4 gallons. Probably somewhere between 3.5 and 4 gallons. And it's probably turning 2150, somewhere in there. There's no trim, so I cruise at the RPM that holds me level. So you got this stabilizer's got 3 positions. So you can change this up to suit where you want it. I got it in the middle. So you can go a little faster. Because I was cruising here. Normally I have it on the bottom. That's basically an Aeronica C-3. Should be credited with the start of general aviation, because there was no such thing. You either had a surplus Jenny or something to that effect, or you had the Wacos, and those were big bucks, man. So there was no such thing as this. And fun to fly, man. It's fun to fly.